Do you want to know how to earn money by shortening links? And do you want to know what you can realistically earn without all the hype and all the fake claims? Then this video is for you. My name is Michael and I have tested hundreds of free ways to make money online. And in this video, I will show you exactly how you can shorten links and make money this way. But more importantly, I'm also going to show you what you can realistically earn. And I will also go over if it is even a safe way to make money, because there is an important thing here you need to consider. And also I will show you some examples of sites where you can actually earn like this if you decide this is the right opportunity for you. And as a bonus, I will also explain the biggest hurdle that you need to overcome to make this work. So let's just start by setting the expectations, because here on YouTube, I have seen a lot of videos that make it look like you can easily make hundreds of dollars per day or hundreds of dollars just for sharing a link, shortening it and sharing it. And that's just not quite how it works. Some of these claims are outright fake and some of them actually might be true. The people that are making this video have maybe made that much for sharing links and shortening them. However, there are some very important details they do not tell you about to find out if this is realistic for you. And I will go into all the details about this so you can know what you can actually really expect before deciding if you want to invest time into this way of making money. But when that is said, it is actually a real way to make money. You can actually make money by shortening links and sharing them. And it is in one sense quite easy, but you do need to do it with the right expectations. It will not make you rich and it is not for everyone. And I will go through all this so you can find out if this is the right way for you to start making money or if you should go for other options instead. So I am now logged into a platform where you can potentially earn by shortening links. And later I will show you the name of this actual platform and a few other examples of platforms you can use if you find out this is for you. Let's just start by saying that you can actually use this method no matter the country you live in. And I will then now show you exactly how it works, because it is quite simple and it can seem very appealing, but you need to understand the details before you start using it. But let's just start with the basics. And on most platforms, they work more or less the same. You have a place where you can put any URL, any website address you want to shorten. So it doesn't have to be a link for your own website. It can be any website basically that you want to shorten a link for. So for this example, I have just put Google here, and you just put the URL and then you click to shorten. And you can see then I get a link here, and all I then need to do is to copy it here, and then I can share it different places, and when people click it, I will potentially earn. However, it is not necessarily as easy as it sounds here. This shortening of the link itself is super easy, but to get people to actually click it and how much you can then earn is also something you need to consider. I will show a little bit later what actually happens when people click this link, so you also can get an understanding of that, because there are some very important aspects of that you also need to consider. But before getting to that, let's also go over how much you can potentially earn by shortening links like this. So I am now on the website I showed you before, where you can also see the payout rates. And this is just one example, and I will show you a couple more. This one is called Shrink Earn. And here you can see that per 1,000 views, that means for every 1,000 person that click your link, then you would potentially earn this much. And just be aware here that it looks very nice here. You can potentially earn $20 both for desktop or mobile tablet. That's just for Greenland. So it's not the easiest country to get a lot of clicks from. If you go down here, for example, to the UK or US, Canada, it would be $7. If you get clicks from, for example, India, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, you can see it's around $3 here, or just above $3 per every 1,000 click. And that is what you can earn on this specific site here. But let's compare it to a couple of other examples. Here we, for example, have AdFly, which is a big platform. It's quite well known for letting you earn by sharing links or shortening links. And here you can see some of their examples here. So this CPM means per 1,000, and you can see here then Usually you would earn sometimes around $8, but it varies a little bit depending on how many clicks you get and the quality of the links and all this. And you can see it's a little bit lower on mobile here. And you get a little bit less here in Canada and the UK and Australia. And then you can see some countries you get quite low payouts here for 1,000 clicks here. And the last one I want to show you here is called Ad Shrink. And here you can see that for 1,000 views, you would get $7.50 if it is traffic from the US, from Norway, $6.50, Australia, $6.50, UK, $6.50. And you can see it goes all the way down here to around $2.50 here for all other countries. So if you just take a quick look, it can maybe seem like you can make a lot of money like this, because you just think like, oh, for example, I can make $7 if I just get some people from the UK or US to actually click this link. And that is also true. Potentially you can earn this much. And if you are good at getting people to click your link, then you definitely can make money. However, there are some very important things, I mentioned it several times already, that you need to consider before doing this. And one of the aspects is the security of it all, and the next aspect is also then the biggest hurdle that most people that tell you can make hundreds of dollars doing this do not tell you about. And you need to consider that before finding out if this is realistic for you. So let's go over these two aspects now. So let's go over the safety aspect that I mentioned several times. So if I just put in the URL or the link that I shortened earlier here and actually go to that link, then you can see what happens. Then there will be an ad that pops up here. And you can see then the person that clicks these links will see an ad like this. And this is just how it looks for this particular site where I shortened the link earlier. But on some other sites, it is even worse here. But you can see first I would need to click that I'm not a robot here. And then when I click this here to actually confirm the capture, then spammy ads pop up here and tries to get me to actually download something. And I can't even get to do this now. It just redirects me again to some kind of other spammy ad here. And it just keeps happening. I actually can't verify here to actually be able to continue. So that's one example here of how it is on these sites here when you share your links, and they come up with these download this, download that, and they make it seem like you can just share this link and then people will just be able to see an ad and then they will go to the destination you shared with them with. Yeah, but I can't get to the destination because whenever I try to solve this captcha here, the just spammy ads keep coming up. And that's just one example. Not all links works like that. Sometimes it will not be like a captcha that does like this, but then there will be all kind of other pop-ups. And for all the different platforms I have tested where you can earn by shortening links, it is a hassle to actually find out how to get to the destination URL. And in most cases, I have not been able to ever get there actually. And that's what you need to consider, because this is what you will send people to. So if you, for example, share a link with your friends and tell them, oh, try to go and check out this video or whatever it is, and you use one of these URL shorteners, they will go through this. They will be encouraged to install all kind of weird things on their computer, and in some cases these platforms are not good at making sure that it's actually safe to download whatever these ads say. And it just gives a terrible experience, and the people that click the links will definitely not want to click a link from you ever again. So you can potentially end up losing the trust of other people, and you can also potentially end up being the reason that they get some kind of virus or whatever installed on their computer because they do not quite understand how it works. So this is something you really need to consider. Do you really think it is worth sending other people through something like this just to make a little bit of extra money yourself? And then next, what you also need to consider, in case you do not care about this, for me this is very important. I would never do this and send other people through links like this, but maybe you think like, okay, that's okay by me, okay, but then there's another very important aspect about the earnings and how much you can realistically earn that we need to go over. So I have jumped back here where we can look at the payout rates for one of the sites I was talking about here. And let's just say that you are able to get US traffic, or that is what you are going for. And then you could potentially get $7.50 here per 1,000 clicks. And for the other platforms I showed, also for the US, it was just around $7 or so. So how much you can earn does not vary too much from platform to platform. It is more or less the same. However, what you need to be aware that these are clicks on these links you need to get from real people. You cannot just do it yourself. You cannot just buy some kind of really cheap clicks and then earn money like this, because they will detect that and then they will just ban you. So it needs to be real clicks. And getting 1,000 real people to click your link is not easy. And as I also just showed, if you get 1,000 people to click your link and they get this experience with all these spammy ads coming up there and more or less forced to try to install something on their computer, how many of those 1,000 people do you think will ever click a link from you again? My guess is that will be very few people that would ever trust you or your links again. So it is just not easy money. I know that I said earlier that there might be some people that are able to make really good money like that. And that is maybe because they have a YouTube channel where they have hundreds of thousands of views every day and then they share some of these links. In my opinion, I would still not make money like that, because I don't want to send people through an experience like this and clicking terrible links and spammy ads like this. But some people do not mind, and then it is possible to make money. But for most people, you are not able to get this many clicks. And if you are potentially able to actually get this kind of traffic, and this is what most people don't tell you, they just say that you can just earn hundreds of dollars by sharing links, but they do not tell you that getting clicks, getting traffic is not really just that easy. And if you are able to get this kind of traffic, if you are able to get this kind of clicks, there are way better ways to make money than sending people through spammy ads like this. It is very low pay and it is a terrible experience for the people that end up clicking your links. So overall, yes, you can actually earn money by shortening links and getting people to click these links. However, you really need to understand exactly how it works, as I've shown in this video here. You can potentially make good money if you're really good at getting people to click those links, but it's not an earning method I recommend, because the pay you get for this is really low. And on top of that, what you put people through that will actually click your links is just not fair. They will see a lot of spammy ads and they will, in most cases, never be able to actually get to the destination URL of the website you originally wanted to share with them. So if you want to make money online for free, this is not one of my recommended methods. If you are able to get the kind of traffic so you can get thousands of clicks per day, then I would recommend you to go into something like affiliate marketing instead. And I will leave a link to an article below here so you can learn more about how to potentially do that. But if you just want to start making some money right away for free online, then I would recommend you to use, for example, get paid to sites, paid service sites, or watching ads in different ways where you are the one watching ads, and using other different online micro jobs instead. And I also have a lot of videos and articles about that, both here on my YouTube channel and on my website. And I will leave links to some great resources below here so you can learn more about those methods. But no matter what, I hope that this video has shown you exactly what to expect if you have been looking into making money by shortening links, so you know what you're getting into. And if this video helped you, then make sure to give it a like, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about how to get the most out of get paid to sites, paid service sites, and other free ways to make some extra cash on the side online.